Okay, friends, so today we are animating emotions and exaggerated facial expressions in Brush Ninja. Here is a 5 frame short animation of surprise. Surprise! So, I'm going to teach you exactly how I created this with only 5 frames and show you a new feature called onion skinning up here at the top. It looks like a little onion. In an animation, we call this onion skinning. So with onion skinning, you can see the previous frame on sometimes it's only 1 frame, but in Brush Ninja, you get to see all of the previous frames. And the further back you go, the lighter the onion will be, like the little onion skin. It's lighter. So I'm going to turn that off just for now so you can see the 5 frames I created. So I start with this little simple happy face, and then it's like, open your eyes. And the eyes are open just a bit, and the mouth is open. And then, boom, the eyes get bigger drastically, right? Because they've noticed something right away. And then they get even bigger. This one kind of reminds me of Casper the ghost, right? They get even bigger. And then finally, the mouth is a little bit bigger and the eyes are as big as they're possibly going to be. This is probably my favorite face because of how tiny that little mouth is. But the reason why it animates this way, and then there's like that glitch, it feels glitchy towards the end, right? Is because of how long I've set these frames. Now, just like in music, you can imagine that this frame only has 1 beat, one, right? The next frame, 1 beat. The next frame, 1 beat. This frame has 4 beats. That means that the animation is holding as if we had duplicated this 4 times, right? It's holding it for the count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then when it switches, this last frame, I have it set for 3. 1, 2, 3, right? Now, because these are set to 1, when I'm playing at my frame rate speed of 6 frames per second, each frame plays for 0.2 seconds, right? So this one's only 0.2. So those first 3 frames only play for 0.2 seconds. Because I'm holding it for 4, that's almost a full second. That's almost a full second where we're just sitting on this one image. So it's 0.8, right? 0.8. Because if you multiply 0.2 times 4, it would be 0.8. And then this one holds for 0.6. So it's a little bit shorter than this one, right? Now here's how onion skinning works. I'm actually just going to delete this frame and add a new blank frame. I'm not sure exactly where to draw those eyes and to change the expression, so I need to turn on what's called onion skinning. When I turn on the onion skinning, I can see that the previous frame has these big eyes right here. So I can trace if I don't want any changes to happen, right? Let's switch. It's not letting me draw, I think it's because I'm set to mouse. Oh man, that's irritating. Hold please. Okay, so I went ahead and just traced these eyes and then realized that it's because I was set to eraser from my last class. Oops, y'all. Oops, y'all. Okay, so anyway, we're back. So now I'm going to animate the mouth. I can animate the mouth as like, it could be like the number 3, right? And that would that would be one expression. I just traced the eyes, right? Or I can make this like mouth bigger, like, oh, I'm even more surprised. Or like a giant grin, like the letter D on its side. Ah, right? I think what I'm going to do for this mouth, because he's surprised, is have the mouth make that big O shape. So like just like before, it starts here, it gets a little bit smaller, and he's like, wow. Okay, let's test it. You see how the mouth moves all the way to the side instead of being in the center like everything else? And we can see that even though I laid this mouth right here over this onion skin, it is off center. So I can delete that. Delete. Go back to the brush tool. And I'm going to try to just make this mouth a wee bit bigger. Now, it also was really fast because this one was set to 4 and this one's set to 1. So I can up this to 4. It's so cute. All right, so I hope you have fun with onion skinning. It's also really fun to use if you are drawing people. If you're drawing a character walking, right, it's really easy to start with one slide, and when you add the next slide, if your onion skin is on, you know exactly how far that you need to move it for your walk simulation, right? So maybe I'll have his legs come back this way. It just flips back and forth because it's a GIF. All right, well, enjoy animating faces with Brush Ninja, and I'll see you in class. Get creative.